Welcome to today's episode of Supply and Demand, where we explore big ideas that could reshape our world. Imagine a future where you get to decide how your taxes are spent directly, transparently, and fairly. Today, we will dive into a hypothetical scenario where an online tax allocation portal powered by blockchain technology could empower citizens, minimize bureaucracy, and potentially render traditional politics obsolete. The vision: a people-powered tax system. Picture this. You log in into a secure government-run portal where you can see exactly how much tax you have paid and choose where that money goes. Infrastructure, healthcare, education, climate action, you decide. This concept can revolutionize democracy by putting real financial power into the hands of citizens. It is participatory budgeting on a national scale, cutting through political red tape. Here's how the system could function. Personal tax dashboard. Citizens log in into a secure portal linked to the tax accounts. Budget categories. Essential sectors like healthcare, defense, education, infrastructure, and environmental protection are listed. Allocation choices. Each citizen allocates a percentage of their taxes to various sectors based on personal priorities. And of course, real-time transparency. Live dashboard shows how much funding each sector receives and where it is being spent. This system could adjust annually, giving people a recurring say in budget decisions. Blockchain would be the key to making this system secure, transparent, and tamper-proof. Here's how. Every tax payment and allocation choice would be recorded on a blockchain, ensuring no one could manipulate data. These automated contracts could distribute funds based on public allocation, removing the need for bureaucratic intermediaries. A public ledger would provide open access to budget spending, enhancing government accountability. This would be a trustless system, one where trust isn't required because the system itself is secure and verifiable. By automating tax allocation through blockchain, we could drastically reduce the need for bureaucratic oversight. No more opaque government committees deciding where funds go. Citizens would have direct control. This could also minimize corruption. With every transaction recorded on a public blockchain, misuse of funds would be nearly impossible to hide. Imagine politicians being held accountable in real time, or even rendered entirely obsolete. As transparent, citizen-driven financial management could replace much of their current budgeting responsibilities. Could this system make politicians obsolete? Not entirely, but it would fundamentally change the role. In fact, with citizens directly allocating tax funds, much of the bureaucratic infrastructure currently needed to manage public budgets could be reduced or even eliminated. Consider this. Public sector wages and salaries cost Australian taxpayers $232 billion in the last financial year. Since June 2022, there has been an additional $31 billion spent on public sector wages and salaries, making a 15.5% increase. This massive expenditure supports layers of administrative staff tasked with budget planning, allocation, and oversight. With a blockchain-powered tax system, these roles could be streamlined or automated, resulting in significant cost savings and increased efficiency. Politicians would shift from budget managers to policy advisors, focusing on creating legislative frameworks while leaving funding decisions directly in the hands of people. Instead of controlling budgets, politicians could focus on policy making, legislation, and long-term planning. Citizens would handle the funding side, guided by transparent financial data. In this scenario, politicians would be more like project managers, proposing initiatives and justifying them to the public for direct funding approval. Of course, such a revolutionary system would face challenges. The first one, not everyone has equal internet access. And the solution? government investment in digital infrastructure. Second one, people might be tired of making complex funding decisions. The solution, simplified interfaces and optional automated allocations based on personal preferences. Popular sectors might overshadow niche but essential programs. Solution, implement baseline funding guarantees for critical services. If we could overcome these challenges, a people-powered tax system could redefine democracy. It would, number one, empower individuals, increase government transparency, which is number two. Number three, enhance public trust in governance. Blockchain-driven tax allocation could mark the beginning of a new era, one where democracy isn't just about voting every few years, but about daily, impactful participation. What if you could choose where your taxes go? With blockchain, this vision might not be far-fetched. It is a radical idea, but radical ideas often drive progress. What are your thoughts? Could a people-powered tax system create a fair, more transparent government? Let us know in these comments and join the conversation. Thanks for tuning in to Supply and Demand. Until next time, stay informed and stay empowered.